Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 1. That's it, we're gonna begin the Season 6. Guys, we're progressing with this binge watching little by little, you know. Seasons by seasons, movies by movies, OVAs by OVAs. We're progressing into this binge watching. I know that you guys, you discovered the new season not so long ago, I think. When me, I didn't finish my binge watching yet, so I couldn't enjoy that, you know, enjoy that new season with you at the same time than you, but I will be on time for the new one after that. That's how I'm reassuring myself, you know. You do as you can. I'm just so glad to begin this new season of My Hero Academia. The movie that I watched, you know, just before filming this video, I mean the last time that we saw each other for My Hero Academia, was really great. Like I said, with the 3 movies, I think that it was my favorite one, that movie. I really appreciated it. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. And like always, you can find also into the eye the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia, in case you want to rewatch all of my reaction videos about this anime into the chronological order, you know, so you don't have to click each time for the new video, you just have to let YouTube do the job for you. It's on the eye, you know, that you can find right there normally on YouTube, something like that, right there. So yes, as you can see, I'm really excited for this new season because of how also the last one ended. The fact that we spent so much time with the villains, it was really interesting to discover for sure how this alliance, you know, between the Metal Liberation Army and the League of Villains happened. I was totally wrong about who really won that battle into that town, so who has mostly the power on that alliance. I was totally wrong with that. It's the League of Villains which won. It's Shigaraki, who really is now the leader, really the boss, who has a lot of experiences made on him right now, because he wants to, because that's what he wanted, because he managed to prove to the doctor that he deserves it, like he proved to Makia that he deserves to be the successor of the master. Really, how it happened, that last fight between Shigaraki and Riditro was so good, because it was really Shigaraki proving to everyone that he's the big boss of the villain. Like, by convincing Riditro, he proved to all villains that he's gonna be the big boss of the villains. By winning that fight in front of Makia, he proved to Makia, so to all of the ones who knew the master before, that he would be his good successor, you know, the best one that they can have. And he proved also at the same time to the viewers, okay, you're really gonna be the big villain that Deku is gonna have to fight at some point. And it's truly interesting now to reconsider all of this anime. That's something, you know, that thought that I'm gonna share with you, that I began a little before, but now that I can truly appreciate the fact that this anime is not only about how Deku became the best hero all time, it's also about how Shigaraki became the best villain all time, the worst villain all time. And that's already something that I had on mind since some time, and I talked about it on some comments on Patreon and on YouTube with some of you. But still, even if I knew that we were seeing Shigaraki evolving at the same time, you know, at the same rhythm than Deku, I never thought that at the end he would be the big villain that we are all waiting for. I still had in mind that it would be the master no matter what, that he would take back his place at the end. When in fact now I truly believe that no, it's gonna be Shigaraki. And this anime is about really their evolution like that. And when we think about how it began for Shigaraki, like at first I had trouble to really take him seriously. I was seeing him as someone impulsive, you know, just reacting with his emotions. And everyone, all of the villains had trouble also to really believe him, and little by little that we considered him, all of us, me and them. And also it's making me think about that time when Shigaraki, you know, had deku like that and was talking with him. It was the first time that they met, and it was really something important, in fact, for the entire story, for their evolutions, for the fact that at some point they're gonna meet again in other circumstances, you know. So it's really, really great to think about it, to analyze it again, having that on mind. So, like I said, after spending all of this time with the villains, knowing how this alliance happened, I want to be back for sure with our guys, with our students. We had a little teaser about what this season is gonna be into the hidden scene, you know, of the last episode of the previous season. The fact that they're gonna go on that work study, all of them together. They're gonna have to fight villains, you know, into that big town, and we have Deku's voice saying that it's gonna be a major incident, a major thing which is gonna really begin the war, heroes against villains. So I'm expecting this season to be big, to be really like, that's it. We're beginning the fight, that big fight. We'll see about it. For sure, I'm expecting for our guys to finally finish their first year at school. Remember that all of these 5 first seasons, it was not even the full entire first year of Deku at school. What can I say? Like, really, this anime is gonna last for 20 seasons, something like that. At this rhythm, you know? I don't know how many books we have, you know, for the manga, but really, it feels like that for the anime itself. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that I never imagined that, you know, when I began it. Or it can never be worse, you know, than One Piece. You know that I'm never gonna react to One Piece because really, imagine, it would be a commitment of 5 years if I'm beginning to watch and react to One Piece, one episode by one episode. Really, it's a commitment of years. 5 years, 6 years. I can't do that, guys. I can't do that. So yes, for this episode, to be back with our guys would be great. Maybe we're already gonna go on that expedition, you know, with all of our guys. Maybe it's gonna wait a little. We had also some news about Eri and her quirk, the fact that it's waking up, it's scratching. That was a good parallel with what happened to Shigaraki, with what happened also with Toga, the fact that they have that urge of using their quirk. I think that it's really great that Aizawa is gonna train her, she needs it, and she's gonna be the proof that, well guided, supported, you can do something great with your quirk, no matter what is the quirk, and that's a chance that Toga and Shigaraki never had. I really think so. For all of these villains, you know that a lot of them just were not well supported and well guided because they were not with the good persons, because the system pushed the person around them and themselves to think that their quirk was bad. Like, for me, there is something going on right there. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, on my Patreon, you can have 4 episodes of advance, meaning 2 weeks of advance for My Hero Academia. It's really a lot of advance that I'm giving you, that advantage that I'm giving you to thank you to support me on my Patreon, because it's the best way to do it if you want and if you can. You have also the full opacity and you have longer reaction part. Sometimes the full reaction part and sometimes a longer one without cutting that much into the scene and all. It's already pretty interesting. So if you want these advantages, you can come on my Patreon. You have the link into the description. I'm a little reactor, so it can really be useful if you want and if you can. Let's go for this episode! Ah, okay, we're beginning where we ended. Oh, it's a resume again. I can't remember the names of all of the new villains, you know. I didn't forget that we may have a rat inside of the scroll. One of the teachers for me, but I don't know which one. 1 month earlier, okay. Okay, you have the info about the hospital?
行動理念って何言いやいい？行動理念？擁立された置物とはいえ、一度そなたの口から行動理念を明示すべきだ。その口調はサンクタムですね。解放軍でも最古参に位置する方だ。上場解放戦線は現在部隊編成が行われ、各隊実力者上位3名が隊長を補佐。1名を除き。We need to learn all of the names of these regiments and oh. You're spending a lot of time with twice. Maybe it's too direct, no? No. Oh, you're gonna make me feel sorry about it. We know that twice, the only thing that he wanted his entire life, it was to be loved, to have people around him that he can trust. You targeted him? I know he's a villain, I shouldn't be attached to twice, but I'm attached to his background, his story. He couldn't lie to you, so no, I don't think that they are using you. But still, it's twice which is watching you, they don't trust you that much. It's not a big lieutenant, you know, in fact, twice. No one is suspecting him. He has really the appearance of the perfect guy, so nice. You know about it. Yeah? You know about it, you know about him, and you're letting him do his stuff to not alert the villains. Are you also, you also, I mean, you're making teams! Now? Oh, so that's what we saw at the end of the last season. You're gonna make that big scene attack now? Oh, I didn't expect to begin the season really with it already. Oh, Kaminari Mushroom Girl, I saw also. I was wrong, you know, I thought about inside of the school we have a rat. I'm suspecting one of the teachers. If I have to suspect one, it's midnight. I don't know why. You have Tokoyami with you. Okay, a lot of them are right there. To have as much that... You're worried. Don't worry, Kaminari. Tokoyami is gonna keep his eyes on you. I'm pretty sure of it. Ox, you know that it's Ox. But really, right now, first episode, we're beginning it.
down there, you're also okay. You have to obey, don't do anything stupid. Oh guys! If you have a spy inside of the village, they have a spy inside of you, the rat inside of the scroll that we had in season 1, I think. Huh? What? Why are we with you now? For sure, I know about Natsu and all. Yep, so. Okay, that was just a little break. Okay, okay. I was afraid for them. Ah, maybe I didn't know that you were coming. Ah, so yeah, the quirk.
オール・フォー・ワンの長い秘訣が黒い脳無にのみ搭載されていた超再生決してありふれた個性じゃ再生医療とかよそっち方面で使えばハイパーチートなんじゃねえのなんでこんな使い方だよ
The quirk of
こんな使い方だよジジイこっちに何してくれてんだよジジイ今ヒーローたちがこの病院にいる人間全員を避難させている。だが、無血制圧できるなら
Are you gonna face Shigaraki?
脳が特定の人間の指示でしか動かないよう脳をプログラミングされていること指示がなければただの遺体であることこれまでに捉えた個体を調べて分かったそうだ卒業したら一緒にヒーロー事務所を作ろうぜ
Oh, not again, please.
次はこっちが奪う番
They're making a good job right there, but something is gonna go wrong. I think that they knew that you were coming. Except for the doctor? Oh wow! Erasure is not functioning. So they knew that you were coming. It was all of these no moves. That's really bad. But they knew you were coming. Ah, you're gonna fight no matter what. Oh! All of that, it's quicks. All of these moves. Like right there, he liberated 5% of his no moves. Are you gonna have the time? No! No preview. Ah! See, during the intro, I told you about the fact that I'm really worried about Ox being a double agent, but I never forgot the fact that, okay, we have him, you know, as a spy inside of the villains right now, but I never forgot that during the season 1 we had a suspicion of having a rat inside of the skull. I never forgot about it. You are a witness of it. During all of these seasons, at regular occasion, I was telling you, I'm still searching for who is the rat inside of that skull. For me, it's one of the teachers. I never suspected anyone truly. I had some doubts about Midnight, like if I have to really suspect one of them, to pick one of them, it would be Midnight, because at some point, it was during one of the OVAs, I think, she had a weird attitude, how she talked about All Might, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember that I found her, like, I don't know, I was a little suspicious about it. After that, I remember that I totally erased her from my suspect list, but she's the only one that at some point I suspected. So if I have to really pick one of them to be the rat inside of the school and to be the rat no matter what, it's gonna be Midnight. For me, it has to be an hero who is a teacher inside of the school, because it was also about giving information about what is happening inside of the school. So one of the teachers is the rat for me. And right there, the fact that they knew about our guys, our heroes, planning all of that, it was for that reason, you know, because the rat talked. Or maybe not at all, maybe I'm going too far, maybe just, you know, the doctor used his double since so long. Hey, he's saying it, you know, the fact that he's so used to not be out there and to let his double do the thing. So maybe they were not prepared for that attack, you know. I think that we're gonna see that with the second part of the plan, you know, to attack the place of the Paranormal Liberation Front, something like that. I think that when they're gonna attack that place, if truly the villains are surprised by them coming, it means that we have, in fact, no rat inside right now. We had one during the season 1, but right now we don't have that person anymore. But if they are prepared for that attack, it's gonna mean that they knew you were coming, so there is still a rat. Which is really my theory. They're gonna know that you're coming. And you know, during all of the first part of this episode, when we were with Ox, I was wondering about how much they trust him, the villains. How much? You know, he's spending a lot of time with Twice. Twice is supposed to watch him. Okay, Twice is giving him some information because he's not being careful. But at the same time, the organization itself doesn't trust Ox that much, like he's not really involved in a lot of things. Into the big reunions, for example, and they're giving him Twice, you know, it's not like they're giving him one of the big lieutenants. Okay, it's someone really important, Twice, because of his quirk, because of what he can do for the organization, it's someone really important. But not someone who knows a lot of secrets, who is taking really decisions, you know, at the end. How much do they trust him? You know, I thought at some point that maybe they could use him. Like, they have some suspicions about him, so maybe they are giving him information that they want the heroes to know, so they're gonna prepare stuff against the heroes because of the information that they give. Do you understand what I mean? Can it be possible? Can it be something? I wondered about it. I wondered about, can it be something like, I don't know anymore. Like, right there, maybe they knew that Ox would talk, so they knew that the heroes, they would plan that attack thanks to using Ox, thanks to the rat that they have inside. Maybe I'm going too far. That's it. See now how worried I am about these villains being so big, that organization being so big. Now they have regiments, you know, they're organizing themselves so well. They managed, you know, to have me really worried, all of these villains. Like, now I'm expecting for them to be so clever, to know already everything about everything, like to have plans, you know, to anticipate so many stuff in advance. Because it has been at least one season that they're anticipating really a lot of stuff, and I'm worried about what they can do truly. And now that we have all of our guys, all of our heroes, all of our students who are involved into that big plan right now, really the episode 1, it's just the episode 1 and that's it, we're into it. Like normally with My Hero Academia, the rhythm It's pretty slow at the beginning. We're spending some time with our guys at their school, you know. We're enjoying ourselves, you know, we're having some fun, and then we're going for the big fight, for the big moment of action. Right there, like really, no. Episode 1, it's already happening, and so many people are involved. All of them are into that fight. I have the impression that it can go only wrong, you know, like I had the impression that with all of them going at this hospital, they managed to arrest the doctor, and I was like, really something wrong is gonna happen, something really bad. The fact that it was one of the double, you know, that twice created, I was like, okay, so it's creating something, like it's not going that well in fact. Okay, we have all of the nomus out, that's also something bad, you're gonna have to fight them. Okay, in fact it's just a little of them, the doctor in fact prepared a lot of nomus deep down, with all of these quirks that he has, you know, still with him. So really I was like, okay, really? It can go bad, but I have the impression that it can go even worse than what we can imagine, because right now we're only talking about the hospital. We're not talking about all of the plan which is gonna happen at the headquarters, you know, of the villains. I'm worried, like really, I have the impression that it's gonna turn bad, and with so many people involved, I have the impression that also, you know, all of these villains also involved, one of the heroes that we know and love can die. Do you understand what I mean? Like, before that, during the 5 first seasons, it was really rare for a main character to die, like we had to wait for the season 5 for it to happen. So before that I was feeling really like, you know, nothing bad is gonna happen. I was feeling pretty great and pretty safe watching this anime, like I'm not gonna lose anyone that I love, I'm not gonna cry and all. And in fact now, with the fact that we already lost one big character, with the fact that we can see that the villains are so well organized, with the fact that I suspect that maybe they are using Ox, with the fact that I suspect that they have a rat inside of our guys, I'm worried to really lose one of them for things to turn that bad. I'm not gonna feel safe anymore watching My Hero Academia. That's my feeling, you know, after this first episode of the season. I'm gonna watch one more episode today, not right now, but I'm gonna watch it today. So for you it's gonna be no matter what on another video, so it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now, so bye for now, bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.